Namaha. Salutations to Surya, the only visible God, Pratyaksha Bhagwan. We just have to look up in the sky and see and behold the brilliance of Surya. We celebrate Makara Sankranti or Uttarayan. Both coincide usually. Festivals of the sun, festivals that celebrate the movement of Surya. Makara Sankranti celebrates the movement of Surya into the Makara Rashi, and Uttarayan celebrates the movement of sun northward. Both celebrate light and growth. Surya worship was a very prevalent form of worship in ancient Bharat. And we see remnants of that today, whether it's Surya Namaskar or Surya Arghya or even Gayatri Mantra. And perhaps Makara Sankranti and Uttarayan are also remnants or signals of that deeply ingrained Surya worship in our tradition. At Sharada Prabha, we continue that tradition. Rather than just flying kites and turning it into a festival of kite flying, we actually explored the scriptures, the tradition, the history, and the science behind this festival. Students learned the Ayurvedic science behind the snacks served during Uttarayan. Students also learned stories of Surya and how they are pointers to success in life. They learned the mantra for success, the psychology for success, and collaborated that with modern findings and research in psychology, known as the psychology of success. They learned about the mindset that Surya exemplifies. We are all Surya Putra. We are children of Surya. And today, as we celebrate this festival, we must embody the spirit of Surya. That is embodied by cultivating a growth mindset, which is what students learn. Besides that, they also engage in several creative activities to reinforce this message that the purpose of life is to keep on learning, to keep on growing, to keep on soaring higher and higher until we discover the light within. And there is no end to that light. That light is infinite. This is the essence of Prabha, this is the essence of Surya, and this is the essence of a Makara Sankranti. We wish you all a very joyous and auspicious Makara Sankranti and Uttarayan.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So we are going to celebrate Makara Sankranti, right? So which deity is this festival associated with? Surya, right? So let's begin with a prayer to Lord the Sun, Bhagwan Surya. So we sit with our hands folded in prayer, meditate on the sun, on Surya Bhagwan. Adi Deva Namastubhyam Prasida Mama Bhaskara Divakara Namastubhyam Prabhakara Namostute. We learnt last time that Bhagwan Surya is the only manifest God, right? He is the one God which everyone can see. Can you all see the sun? Yes. Anyone who can't see the sun? Everyone can see the sun, right? So he is one God whom everyone can see, right? So there is a saying that Arogyam Bhaskarat Icchet. What is Arogyam? You know Arogya? Arogya means health. And Bhaskar, who's Bhaskar? Surya. That's another name of sun or Surya. So, Arogyam Bhaskarat Icchet. What is Ichha? Desire, right? So, if you desire health, does everyone desire health? Yes. Who doesn't want health? Anyone? So, we all want health, right? So, who should you ask health from? From Bhaskar. Arogyam Bhaskarat Icchet. So, you pray to the sun god for health. So, that's the importance of sun in our lives. So, why do you need the sun? Do you need sun in your life? Can you stay without the sun? No. What will happen if there's no sun? No morning. There'll be no morning, yes. And if there's no morning, then what happens? We cannot sleep properly, yes. Very good. We will not get food because you need the sunlight to manufacture food. Where is food manufactured? In the factories? Anyone? How do you get food?
From the farm.
From the farm, yes. So what in the farm gives us food? What do we eat from the farm? Yes? What grows in the farm? Wheat, rice, vegetables, very good. So all the plants need sunlight. You know photosynthesis? Yes. Yeah? So the plants need light. So without the sun, we will not be healthy. In fact, we will not be alive. So the sun is very important for our lives. And in some countries, which are at the northern hemisphere, the sun is there only for 2 or 3 hours in winters. Can you imagine living for just with the sun for only 3 or 4 hours of sunlight? How long is the day here? Yes, night and day. So daylight is for how many hours approximately? At least 10 to 12 hours. So imagine if the sun came out only for 2 to 3 hours. And so many people there have depression. You know what is depression? They feel sad, they don't feel like doing anything, they feel like crying. So that's the importance of the sun in our lives. And we celebrate Makara Sankranti because the Surya starts moving in the northward direction, right? It enters the Makar Rashi. So it starts its northward journey. And now from now on, the sun will become brighter and brighter, right? And the days will become longer and longer. So how many seasons are there in the whole year? And these seasons are based on the sun. So how many seasons? 6 seasons. So the year is divided into 2 parts of 6 months each. So you have the Uttarayan and the Dakshinayan. So the Uttarayan is how many months? 6 months. How many months? 6 months. And Dakshinayan? 6 months. So it starts from Makara Sankranti. So it keeps going north for 6 months and then it goes south. So when it's going up north and it's becoming brighter, it's called the Uttarayan, which is for 6 months. And then it becomes weaker. So if the sun becomes very strong, what's going to happen? It's going to become hot. And the strength, and will you feel very strong? If the sun is very strong, it's very hot, will you feel strong? You'll feel weak, right? So the 6 months, let's just write down the names of the 6 months. So after Makara Sankranti, we begin with the Shishir Ritu. So we begin with the Shishir Ritu, and what will come after that? Vasant, very good. Then you have the Vasant Ritu. And after that? Grishma, excellent. And after the summer months? Varsha. And after the monsoon? Yes? Very good. Sharad Ritu. And after the Sharad Ritu? Hemant. Excellent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We have 6 Ritus or 6 seasons. So here the first 3 are Uttarayan, right? And the next 3 are Dakshinayan. Which are the winter months? Which are there are 2 Ritus in winter. Shishir, very good. And? Vasant is winter. I thought it was spring. Varsha is winter. Wow.
Hemant.
Yes, Hemant. So here. So this is the beginning of winter. and this is late winter. So early winter and late winter. So this starts mid-January, right? And then, so now the sun is going to become, the sun will become brighter as we go into these months. As you go here, the sun is actually increasing. And then further from here, the sun is going to decrease. Okay? So as the sun increases, it's going to become hot, and the strength of all living beings will become less. And then as the intensity of the sun decreases, all living creatures will become strong because there's less heat. So early winter and late winter, the health is the strongest. The strength of all living creatures is the strongest. They are strongest in these two seasons, right? Now in the cold weather, is it cold now? You feel cold? Okay. So what's happening to him? He's shivering. It's cold. Now when it's cold, what happens? What happens when it's cold? The skin becomes cold, right? So where does all the heat go? It goes within, right? All the blood vessels, we have blood vessels. Yes. So the blood vessels, they constrict, they become smaller in diameter so that we don't lose heat, right? And the muscles also start shivering. So all the heat goes inside. So what is this? Jatharagni. So does the Jatharagni become stronger or weaker? Stronger, because all the heat goes inside and the Jatharagni becomes stronger. So it's cold outside and the Agni is strong. And is your skin dry or is it oily? Dry. It's dry, so there's dryness. So it's cold and it's dry and your Agni is strong. So to counteract the cold, will you eat ice cream? No. You need something warm. So what are your needs? You need warmth. And if you have a strong Agni, you need to feed it? Yes. Yes? And so you need heavy foods to feed it. You need to nourish it. If you don't feed the Agni, which is strong, what will happen? If you have a strong fire and you place a pot on it and you leave the pot empty, what will happen? It will burn you, right? So you need to feed the Agni, otherwise it will burn you. So you need to nourish it. So you need warmth, you need nourishment, and it's dry. So what do you need? So your meal times are fixed in that way, right? So you have a meal time, you have a break at 10 o'clock, you can eat then, you have a lunch time. So you also have breakfast before coming to school. So if you don't need more food than that. If you eat at 7:30, then 10 o'clock, then 1 o'clock, that's more than enough. So you should eat something in the mornings before coming in Hemant and Shishir Ritu because the Agni is strong, so you need food, right? And then if you're dry, what do you need? Oil. You need lubrication, right? Okay. So In the Hemant Ritu and the Shishir Ritu, you need warmth, you need nourishment, and you need lubrication. So can anyone tell me how will you stay warm? The body needs warmth. So what are the ways of getting that warmth? Very good, yeah, you wear a sweater. And what about the head and the feet? Socks and cap, yeah, very good. So let's give him a cap. And the ears should be covered, right? So many of you have muffins, like you cover the ears. It's very important because the ears catch a lot of cold, right? So the ears need to be covered. So and let's give him some socks to wear. And what else? Hand gloves. Okay, we'll give him some gloves. He's shivering. You want to give him a muffler? Yes. Okay, you can give him everything. So you need warm clothes. That's number one. How else can you get warmth? Yes.
By eating warm food.
Very good. By eating warm food. So you want to eat warm food. You won't eat ice cream. You won't drink cold water. Correct? So you need warm food. So now warmth, or that is warm food. So one could be at warm temperature, right? So whatever you eat should be warm, it should not be cold. And also some certain foods have heating properties. That is, the food itself is hot. You don't have to heat it, but if you eat that food, it creates warmth inside. Do you understand? One is you heat it on the gas, so the temperature is hot and it gives you warmth. And the other thing is you don't heat it, but the food itself has a heating quality to it. So after eating it, it creates warmth in the body. So can you give me any example of such a food? Cinnamon, very good, cinnamon. Yeah, he said cinnamon. So there are certain spices like cinnamon, pepper, right? All these are heating spices. So those, ginger. So spices is another way of getting warmth. Yes. Almonds, yes. Almonds are heating. Anything else? Jaggery, very good. So what is jaggery made from? Sugarcane. Is there another product of sugarcane that is cooling? Mishri, right? Mishri, rock sugar, that's cooling. And so they are both derived from sugarcane, but jaggery is heating, so you have it in winters, and mishri is cooling, so you have it in summers. Yes?
Sesame seeds.
Very good, excellent. Sesame seeds. Okay. So, khajur, yes. You can have khajur, it's not so heating, but it is nutritious, so definitely you can have it. That is dates. It is nourishing, not heating, okay? But yes, you can have it. Chilies. Chilies are not too good, pepper is good. So chilies are not originally from India, did you know that?
Yes.
They're not from India. So the spice that is used traditionally in India is black pepper and long pepper, right? Which is called pipili in Sanskrit, and ginger. And all the other spices like cloves, cinnamon, all these are heating spices. So you have to have warm food, that's one. Then you need, how else can you get warmth? One is, you said warm clothes, then warm food. Yes, you can sit in front of the fire. Have you seen people sit in front of the fire, especially in northern India? So let's light a fire for him. So some wood, and so he's sitting near the fire. How else can you get warmth? No, that's warm clothes. We've already talked about warm clothes. Any other method of... Very good, excellent. Makara Sankranti, how can you forget the sun? So you sit, you enjoy the sunlight. And so the sunlight, what else does the sunlight give us other than warmth? If you go sit in the sunlight, what else will it give you? Vitamin D. It gives you vitamin D. And what is vitamin D good for? What does vitamin D give to you? Vitamin D is good for our bones, right? So calcium and vitamin D go together. So you need vitamin D for strong bones, right? So what do you do in Makara Sankranti? What do you do? What activity does everyone do in the sun? Yes, flying kites. So that is a way of getting sunlight. You're out in the sun the whole day, isn't it? So you get sunlight, you're praying to the sun, you're having fun, you're enjoying with friends, and you're getting sunlight. So now that's a hint to how else you can get warmth. What else can you do in the sun and get warmth? Without warm clothes, without eating anything warm, how else can you get warmth outside, outdoors? Excellent, exercise. So that's also very important in this season. So exercise should be minimal in summers and monsoons, and it should be maximum in winters, correct? So exercise also gives warmth and it helps to keep the fire strong. Okay. So we needed warmth, and then we need nourishment because the fire is strong, and if you don't feed it, the fire will burn you up and you will become weak. So what are all the nourishing foods you can think of? Dates. Yes, we've mentioned dates. Anything else? Yes, all these things are nourishing. Almonds, all kinds of nuts are nourishing. Almonds, walnuts, peanuts. So this is the time to have all the nuts and dates and what else? Yeah, pistachios, all nuts. Anything other than nuts? Yeah, hot rice and dal, that you can have every time. But what is energy dense and very nourishing, heavy to digest, which you can have only in winters? Sesame laddus, yes, you can. So all kinds of sweets, you know, you can think of all the milk sweets, you can think of kheer, halwa, gajar halwa. And there's one famous sweet which is made in this season in Gujarat. What is that? That's not particular to Gujarat. Tilgut, yes. Specifically in, it's made out of a dal. That's a hint. What is it? Aradhya pak. You know that? Yes. Yes, aradhya pak. It's made out of urad dal. So urad dal is very heavy to digest and it is very nourishing. So you cannot have urad dal in the monsoon. You have it in this time of this. So this urad dal, aradhya pak, it's a sweet made of urad dal and jaggery and lots of ghee. So again, this is the time to have ghee. So all these things can be had during this season. And all the sweets made from milk also, like barfi, it's good to have in this season. And is it good to drink milk in this season? Why not? Yes, it's very nourishing. You need, and so, but milk is cold, right? I mean, not at temperature, but I mean, inside it has a cooling property. So it is important to add some warm spices in the milk. Yes? Yes, you can add haldi, turmeric, you can add ginger, right? You can even add a little black pepper, ganthoda to milk, and ganthoda is the root of long pepper. We will show it to you next time. So all these warming spices, cinnamon can be added to milk and it will nourish. Yes. Ghee, yes, ghee is also very good. So most sweets will contain ghee. So warm foods, lubrication, nourishment, and lubrication. How do you get lubrication? Do you understand lubrication? Dryness, opposite of dryness is lubrication. So when the hand is dry, how do you lubricate it? When it's dry, yeah, it looks like the skin of a snake, yes. So, but when you don't want that kind of skin, do you want that kind of skin? No. So, what are you going to apply so that you don't get a skin like a snake? Oil. So, lubrication is through oil. So, that's oil massage. So, in this season, oil massage is very important. Yes, oil massage and Yeah, lotion is not a good alternative because lotion has so many chemicals, right? So it's better to apply oil and rub it in well. So we have 9 openings in the body. We have 9 openings in the body. You have ears, nostrils, eyes, mouth. You have the rectal opening and the urinary opening. So the body can absorb things through all these, and we have so many pores in the skin. So the body can eat through the skin, right? You've done nasya before? Yes. So we can put oil or ghee up the nose, we put oil in the ears, and so it's similarly, if you apply oil on the skin, the body eats through the skin, it's drinking the oil. So you should do oil massage during this season. It's very good for the strength of your bones. Okay? And how else can you lubricate the body? This is external lubrication. Then internal lubrication? By eating all these things. Almonds have oil in it. Do they have oil in it?
Yes.
Does sesame have oil in it?
Yes.
Yes. Does milk have any lubrication in it?
Yes.
Does it have a fat?
Yes.
What is the fat in the milk called? It's called ghee, isn't it? So milk. Can we eat almonds? Yes. Amla. Yes, you can eat amla. This is the season. It begins in the Sharad Ritu and it is still available. So amla is one thing which you can eat all 12 months of the year, right? It is one of the few things that can be had throughout the year, and it is very good for immunity. In fact, it rejuvenates the body. So in Ayurveda, it's called rasayan. That is something that rejuvenates the body. So you can have amla. Okay. So, and that's why during the festival of Makara Sankranti, we go outdoors and we are in the presence of the sun and we soak in the sunlight, we get vitamin D, we get energy, and we enjoy with our friends. And what do we distribute? Til laddus made of sesame seeds and jaggery, right? So this is a very good combination, and sesame seeds are very strengthening for the bones. And do you know that the word taila in Sanskrit comes from til? Tail, it's tadit pratyay according to Sanskrit grammar rules. So tail, that is the Sanskrit word for tail or oil, actually comes from til. So that which is obtained from til is called tail, right? So that is why oiling is very important. So external oil massage and it's very good for the bones. It's very rich in calcium and it lubricates the whole body. It keeps us healthy. It's the healthiest oil. Which is the healthiest oil? Sesame oil. Okay, sesame oil or til oil is the healthiest oil to eat. So this is what we do, and when we go out in the sun, we are soaking in the sunlight and we are exchanging til laddus. So we are bonding with our friends and family and we are enjoying in the sun. So this is what the festival of Makara Sankranti tells us. And so when you give someone a til laddu, what do they say in Marathi? Do you know what they say in Marathi? No? Til gud ghya, god god bola. So will you all say that? Til gud ghya, god god bola. So ghya means take, right? Ghya means take, low. Til gud ghya, that is take this til gud, and then what do? You have to give me something in return. You can't just take it and not do anything in return. So what do you do in return? God God bola. That is, you have to speak. Bola is to speak. God God, like sweet sweet. So talk sweetly to me, isn't it? So I'm giving you til and jaggery, and you should speak well to me. So til gud ghya, God God bola. Okay, thank you.
एकचक्रुरथो यस्य दिव्यः कनकभूषितः स मे भवतु सुप्रीतः पद्महस्तो दिवाकरः.
Suprabhatam. Okay, today we're going to explore Surya Dev. Surya is the only Pratyaksh Bhagwan. Pratyaksh Bhagwan means the only deity or the only God whom you can behold without any sadhana, without even bhakti or shraddha. You can look up in the sky and see God as light, as Surya Dev. But to actually realize the essence of Surya, obviously then you have to do sadhana, okay? So part of what we are doing today and in general at the school is sadhana. We are seeking something deeper about life. We are seeking the reality of life. And Surya Bhagwan is one gateway to see that reality. Reality about ourselves and reality of this universe, okay? Here is a slide. Find Surya within. Surya, the Surya that you see is outside. So, which is the Surya within? How is that Surya related to the light within? That is what we are going to explore. Do you see Surya Bhagwan's figure there, drawing there? What does it show? Can somebody tell me? What does it show? Somebody from here? Look at the image and tell me what does it show? What do you see? Horse. How many? One or many? Seven. Oh, very good, Diyan. 7 horses. Yuktesh, what else do you see? Yeah. Yes, there's a sun shining. Yeah, the chariot seems a bit crooked and you don't see the lower half. Rath, exactly. Chariot. Yes, he's riding in space. Very good. Yes, he's the Bhagwan sitting. Yeah, you don't see the light of knowledge, but you can infer that. That's like a symbolism. 7 colors, yes. Yes, there's a flag. Usually on chariots they have a flag. So very good. All right, good observational skills. Here's the definition of success. How many of you want to be successful in life? How many of you want to be successful? Who wants to work hard to fail? You work hard to succeed, right? But does everybody become successful in life? No, why? Because everybody doesn't have this mantra that I'm going to share today, the success mantra. Who wants to know the key to success? The mantra for success. Okay, so here's first, let's define success. If you want to be successful, what does it mean? What does it mean to have success? Number one, you should earn well, right? Do you consider people on streets begging for food as successful people in life? No, they're not successful. People who are not able to earn enough money to feed themselves, they don't have food on their plate, they don't have enough clothes to wear, are they successful? No. So first is you need a good career that will pay you well, correct? That's what most people think, which is true, but it's not the complete truth. There's a lot of people who earn a lot of money, but if you look at their family, they're always having conflicts within the family. Would that be a successful life? That you have a lot of money in your bank balance. You go to their bank and they have tons of money, gold, silver, diamond, money, everything. But in their home, their relationships with their parents, children, brothers, sisters, meaning siblings, relatives, spouse, meaning husband or wife, is not good. They're always at odds, always fighting with each other. That is not a successful life. So the second component of success is your relationships. You should have harmonious relationships where you respect other people and other people respect you. Yes or no? Agree? Now, there are a lot of people who have a lot of money, their relationships are also okay, but their health is not good. Would that be a successful life? Would they be able to enjoy life? And health has two components, physical health and mental health. Some people have good physical health, they're fit, they exercise, go to the gym, do yoga, play sports, but their mental health is not good. They have mental problems, mental issues, mental health issues. They go into depression, they have anxiety, they have mental disorders. Would that be a successful life? I have known people like that. They are very rich and some of them are very knowledgeable, but they have mental health issues. They have depression, they have anxiety disorder, they have all kinds of mental disorders which would not constitute a successful life because they are not able to enjoy the rasa of life, the nectar of life, right? So if we want to be successful, first we have to define success. Do we all agree on this definition? Who does not agree with this? Everybody agrees that success means you have a good career, good relationships and good health. Yes? Now what is the means for success? Let's see Surya's secret. By the way, why are we even discussing Surya Bhagwan? Because which festival are we celebrating? Makara Sankranti or? That's a different one. That's also today. Uttarayan. Uttarayan. Uttar means which direction? North. Ayan means movement, traveling. So like Ramayanam, okay, Ram's travels. So Na becomes Ana according to Sanskrit grammar when there's a Ra before. So Uttarayan, northward movement of the sun. So is it a solar festival or a lunar festival? Solar. Okay, northward movement of the sun. Actually, it starts around 22nd December. Why? Because which date is winter solstice? Winter solstice? 21st December. Shortest day or longest day? Shortest day. So after that, days get longer, there's more light. So Uttarayan begins. Okay, northward movement of the sun. You can look in the sky and you'll see the movement of the sun, that the sun is shifting. It seems like that. Sun doesn't shift. It's because of the revolution of the earth and the rotation of the earth. Okay, number one. Number two, Makara Sankranti. Makar is a constellation. Okay, Makar, Capricorn. So the sun enters, it appears like that the sun enters Makara Rashi. So there are 12 Rashis for, that's a detailed subject that we'll cover some other time. But basically Makara Sankranti and Uttarayan coincide, they're close to each other. Makara Sankranti is always around 14th or 15th January. Uttarayan actually starts early. But because hundreds of years ago when the Uttarayan, when they start celebrating Makara Sankranti, Uttarayan, they were on the same date. So we still celebrate both around the same date, okay? But they're slightly different. But they both celebrate movement of the, which planet or which celestial body? Sun. Do you understand that? Understand? Who did not understand? Raise your hand. Did not understand. Makar Rashi. It's a Rashi, constellation. I cannot explain everything right now. But basically sun's movement changes. But does the sun actually move? No. So it's the earth's movement. And when we have the full map in front of us, when we study the solar system, we can go deeper into it. Remember, I've shown you earlier also how it's northward movement and southward movement. Winter solstice, summer solstice. So remember the basics. Understood? Alright. So now, who can chant this shloka? Okay, I'll chant the whole thing and then you chant after me, okay? Rathasyekam chakram bhujagayamitaha saptaturagaha niralambo margash charana vikalah sarathirapi raviyatyevantam pratidinamaparasya nabhasaha kriya siddhi sattve bhavati mahatam nopakarane rathasye
Ekam chakram bhujagayamita sattvaturava Nilalambo margas charana vikalava saratirapi Raviyate vandam pratidinamaparasya nabhasaha kriya siddhi sattve bhavati bhavatam upakarane.
What does Kriya mean? Action. Okay. Siddhi, perfection, success. Kriya Siddhi means success in action. Kriya Siddhi Sattve Bhavati. Bhavati means happens, is. When do you get success? What gives you success? Sattva. Sattva. Tva means quality. Okay. And Sat means truth. Sattva means quality of truth. Truth in the mind. Okay. Mental clarity. Mahatam, great people. Na upakarana. Upakarana means resources. Resources, money that you have, opportunities that you get, materials that you have, resources that you have. Does that make you a successful person? Will that make you successful? No, your mental clarity. Okay, the clarity of your mind. Clarity means focus. Focus of your mind will get you success. Okay, your mindset. Say that word. Mindset. Say it again. Your mindset will bring you success. What kind of mindset? That we'll discover. Now, this shloka gives an example. Gives an example of Surya's Rath, Surya's chariot. Rathasyekam chakram. This Rath has how many wheels? One wheel. Okay. Bhujagayamita sapta turagaha. Sapta means seven. Seven horses. Turagaha. Seven horses. Bhujaga means snake. Snakes are. Have you seen a horse? You know how difficult it is to control one horse? It's difficult, isn't it? The horse runs. Imagine 7 horses. Which direction will the chariot go in? All directions. Okay? Very difficult to control. Still, Surya has it. And the reins. Usually people have ropes. What does Surya have? Snakes. Can you hold a snake in your hand? Should we do practical for that? And experiential learning? Bring a snake and here, hold it. Here, how many snakes is Surya's chariot here holding? 7 snakes at once. Riding 7 horses. And the chariot has how many wheels? 1 wheel. Okay. Have you ridden a bicycle? How many wheels does a bicycle have? 2. And when you're beginning to learn, little babies, when they begin to learn, how many do they have? 4. Then? And then? You want to ride one bicycle? Or car, how many wheels does a car have? 4. Truck? Bus? So, does any vehicle have 1 wheel? No. Except for Surya's chariot. It's difficult to balance 1 wheel. Almost impossible. And that too with 7 horses, that too with snakes. There's more. Niyalambo Margash, his path. Like you're walking on ground, okay, on planet Earth. There's solid ground. Where is Surya? In the sky. There's no marg, there's no path. So if you try to walk, you come here and try to walk here, what will happen? Which law will work? Law of gravitational force. You'll fall down. But Surya is in the sky. So there's no mark, there's no path. He can fall anytime. And there's no destination. Is there an end to his path? No end. Your path at least has an end. After this, you'll go to the dining hall. So you know the destination. Surya has no destination. Infinite path, no support. Niralambo Margas. Charana Vikalaha. Vikalang means handicapped, disabled. His charioteer is disabled. His charioteer doesn't have legs. Do you know the name of the charioteer? What is it? Doesn't have legs. Aruna doesn't have legs. So imagine having a driver who is disabled, who can't even walk. Sarathi is the driver. Ravi Yati. Ravi is another name for Surya. Yati, Ravihi, Yati, Eva Antam. Till the end. Okay, till it's supposed to do its duty, Surya does it. Yati means Gachati, goes. Pratidinam, not a single day does the sun not rise. Have you seen? Does it? In fact, the definition of day is sunrise, right? Day begins with sunrise. So imagine you get up and the sun has not risen. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, no sun. What will happen to your mental state? You'll go into depression, exactly. There will be darkness everywhere. You'll succumb to fear and depression. Okay, sun rises every single day without fail. Aparasya nabhasa, I already explained, there's no end to this sky and still the sun rises every day in this infinite sky. Kriya siddhi sattve bhavati. This shows that the success of the sun rises and sets every day with discipline, is based on his inner light. Not because he has an excellent driver, or because he has the best horse, or because he has the best reins, or because his chariot is the best chariot in the world. Is it because of that? That he is able to do his work every day with such grace? No, it's because of his light, because of his inner clarity. Can you do that? Can you also do the same? You can if you want to. How? Let's study that. Mindset, there are two types of mindset. Okay, there's a book called Mindset by Carol Dweck. We'll go into the depth of that book later, but today you'll at least learn the basics of that. There are two types of mindset. Now, there's a lot of research that has gone into this. I'll show you one type of research, okay, one study, but otherwise we'll do all the scientific part later. But at least learn the psychology of mindset. This is known as mindset, the psychology of success. How to attain success. All of you want to be successful, but how? Nobody teaches you how. The first time we're going to teach you, okay? First time maybe in any school that somebody is going to teach actual key to success. So alright, here we'll write down the two types of mindset. Which is this one, the first one? And this one? What's the difference between the two? Let's define them first. Fixed mindset believes, simple definition, that your intelligence is static. You cannot grow. Okay, your intelligence and your abilities. Abilities means whatever you can do are static. Static means cannot grow. Static means cannot change, cannot develop. So there are two ways to think about life. One is fixed mindset, where you feel that I cannot change. This is who I am and this is how I will remain for the rest of my life. Growth mindset believes that intelligence is dynamic, meaning changing. Intelligence can be developed. Intelligence can grow. You can become more intelligent. You can grow your abilities. That is known as, say it again. Fixed mindset believes that intelligence is static. Say that again. Intelligence is static. That's known as fixed mindset. Intelligence can be developed. Intelligence can grow. That is known as growth mindset. Understood the definition? People fall into these two categories. Some people have fixed mindset, some people have growth mindset. Now, this belief, this idea in their mind will change their entire life. Most people are mix of two. Okay, a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, can all of you read that? Do you understand that? If you don't understand, ask, because this is going to determine the rest of your life. Read this.
Fixed mindset. Intelligence is static.
Static means cannot move, cannot grow. Understood? You are what you are. You cannot change now. How does that change them? How does that determine their worldview? They feel they have the desire to look smart. They're always trying to show that they are Smart. And growth mindset, read this. Look at my point. Intelligence. Intelligence can be developed. Therefore, do you see the difference? These people are always trying to learn. These people are trying to look smart. That we know everything. Okay. How does this change their life? First category. Challenges. Do challenges happen only to some people or to everyone? Do challenges occur in the lives of only selected people, or they come up in the lives of every individual? Correct? Even Ram, as God, when he came down on earth, did he have challenges in life? So everybody has challenges, but the way you face them is going to determine whether you'll be successful or not. First, fixed mindset. How do you think they'll see challenges? Come on, somebody guess. Challenges means you're trying to do something and something comes as a counter force. That's an example of a challenge. That's not, okay. Go ahead. How will they see challenges? Obstacles are something, obstacle means like you're walking and there's something that's stopping you. Challenges means something that is difficult. So fixed mindset, will fixed mindset try challenges? Why? Because they want to look smart. So they'll avoid challenges. They'll avoid difficult things, difficult tasks. And what will a growth mindset do? They'll embrace challenges. They'll say, okay, if it's difficult, I will try. What will I do? Because what am I trying to do? I'm trying to learn. Okay. All right. You see the difference? Do you see the difference? If not, please ask. Do you see the difference? Fixed mindset will avoid challenges. Avoid means they will not take up difficult tasks. They will only do what is easy, what is comfortable, what they already know. They will not even try something that is difficult. Why? Because if they try and if they fail, people will think that they are not smart. And what is their main objective? They want to look smart. So they will only do something that they're good at. They will avoid challenges. Understood? All right. Next, obstacles. All right, obstacles. Obstacles means they're trying something and there is an obstacle, a vigna. Vigna puna puna. Remember that, Subhashita? Arabhyate na khalu vigna bhayana nichaihi. The lowest mindset will never even try. Fixed mindset. How will they see obstacles? Will they try to overcome them or will they stop? All right, let's see. Fixed mindset. What will they do with obstacles? They will give up easily. Why? Because they want to look smart. Okay? Because obstacle means they'll have to stop. Right? They'll have to work harder and they will not work hard. And these people with the growth mindset, they will try to overcome. They will try to fight. They'll try to learn. They will persist. They'll keep on trying till they succeed. Keep on trying. You fail once, you've seen a spider. Spider will weave a web and sometimes it will fall down. Then what will it do? Give up? No, it will go up again and try again. It will fall down. It will try again. It will keep on trying till it succeeds. Understood? Understood? Persist means keep on trying. Persist in the face of setback. Setback means obstacles. Okay? Failures. Okay, next point. Effort. Effort. Do people with fixed mindset believe in or emphasize effort, or do they feel like they just have talent and they'll do well even if they don't put effort? Which mindset do you think will value effort more? Fixed mindset or growth mindset? How many say growth mindset? Very good. How many say fixed mindset will value effort? Not a single person. Absolutely right. Fixed mindset will not value effort. Okay? They value talent. I'm good at this. So I don't need to put forth effort. There's no effort involved. See effort as fruitless, futile, useless. Effort is for those who are not smart. I am Smart. Yeah, I just want to look smart. I don't put forth any effort. Growth mindset. You've seen people say that? My exam was, I have an exam tomorrow, but I don't need to study. I know everything. Okay? I know it. And growth mindset people see effort as the main ingredient for success. Okay? See effort as a path to learning, to mastery, to perfection. Alright. Next is criticism. Do you know what criticism means? Somebody says something negative. That, oh, your art is not good. Your dance is not good. Your English is not good. That is known as criticism. What is that known as? How do you think a person with fixed mindset will take that? Your computer skills are not good. You are not good at sports. You're not good at yoga. You need to improve in this. You need to improve in your cooking skills. You need to improve in your drawing skills. You need to improve in your writing skills. That is known as criticism. How do you think a fixed mindset will see criticism? Will they take it positively or negatively? They will not like it because they want to look smart and you just made them look the opposite. Okay. Criticism. Fixed mindset will not take criticism positively. They will not appreciate criticism. They will immediately fight you. How can you say that? And they'll start fighting. Okay. They ignore feedback. They don't care about feedback. Feedback means somebody is saying, giving you comments that you should improve this, you should do this, you should do it that way. Maybe you want to rethink this. They don't care for feedback because they want to look smart. And when you give feedback, they don't look smart. Growth mindset will listen to your feedback and will see, is this useful feedback or not useful? If it's useful, they will take it and what will they do with it? They'll learn something from it. They'll get better. They'll improve. Fixed mindset wants to prove themselves. I am smart. Growth mindset wants to improve themselves. I can get better. So as a result, what happens? The last point. Do you have the last point there? Now in life, some people succeed and some people don't succeed. When a fixed mindset person sees somebody else succeed, how will they feel inside? Everybody say it? Jealousy. They'll feel jealous. How did he succeed? How did she succeed? Because I am smart, they're not. So when they see success of others, they feel jealous. They feel threatened that, oops, I am behind, I'm not smart anymore, somebody else is smart. So they feel threatened by the success of others. And what about growth mindset? When they see somebody else succeed in dance, in art, in cooking, in studies, in computer, in English, in Sanskrit, in poetry, in Hindi, whenever in any field, when they see somebody succeed, doing well, being a master of that field, how do they feel inside, a person with a growth mindset? Not just happy, what do they do with that happiness? Go to them and try to learn from them. Okay? Try to learn from them. They'll try to ask them questions, they'll be inspired by the example. Oh, I feel motivated, I can also do that. They can do it, I can also do it. They'll try to learn from them. So here, these people, fixed mindset will feel threatened and growth mindset will feel inspired. Okay, they will try to learn from them. You understand inspiration? Like if I see somebody else succeed, I feel, oh, I can also do it. Very different responses to somebody else's success. So as a result, as a summary, as a result, people with a fixed mindset never reach their potential. They do not succeed in life, unfortunately. You know all the definitions of success we established earlier, all the criteria for success? Career, relationships, health, none of that will reach the optimum in a person with a fixed mindset. In a person with a growth mindset, they reach ever higher levels of achievement because they're always learning. They're always learning something or the other from everyone and everything around. Okay? Fixed mindset do not reach their full potential. Person with a growth mindset or people with growth mindset reach ever higher levels of achievement. They just keep on growing. Growth mindset means growth. Okay? Is there an end to growth? Have you seen the Saraswati symbol, yantra, with triangles? How many triangles are there at the bottom? How many triangles are there? And at the top? 7. and there's a curly line, which means what? You can draw more, or it goes on. It doesn't end. It goes to infinity because knowledge has no end. You can keep on growing ever higher levels of achievement. Now, am I just making this up or is this a fact? Let's see. I'll share with you quick examples in the next few minutes. One is an example from the Mahabharata. Okay, Surya had a son. His name, actually, he has many children. One of them is known as Karna. You've heard of Karna? Yes. From the Mahabharata. Did he succeed in life? No. But aren't all of us also children of Surya? Because Surya is our father. Surya is God. Surya is light. Surya gives us light, warmth, and from that light, plants produce food. That process is known as photosynthesis. Okay, and then we eat plants, we eat vegetables. So we get Surya's light. In Surya Siddhant or Surya Vignan, it is said that everything is frozen sunlight. This is all sunlight. It's just frozen. That is sunlight. It comes through the rays of the sun and then it gets frozen as what we see. Everything is Surya. So we are all Surya Putra. And just like Karna, we don't reach our full potential. Why? What did Karna want to do? He wanted to look smart. He wanted to prove himself. And what was he doing throughout his life? He was always complaining about lack of opportunities. I didn't get an opportunity. He was always fighting with everybody. Okay. And what did he end up following? Dharma or adharma? Adharma. And what did he get from his teachers, from Bhumi, from gods, from Brahmins? What did he get? Boons, Ashirvad or sharp curses? Curses, because he's always fighting. He's cheating, he's lying, he's in bad company. He is the son of Surya and his company, his best friend is son of Dhritarashtra and Dhritarashtra is blind. Isn't that interesting? He is a son of sun and he's hanging out with somebody who is the son of a blind person. Which means that he has sun inside. He was shining, he had a shining armor, shining earrings. He was shining like the sun. When he bathed in Ganga river, entire Ganga used to boil. That's how much heat and light he had. But his use of that heat, his use of that talent, zero. Because he never tried to learn. He always tried to prove himself that I am the best. And even when he went to different teachers, he lied. And he got the knowledge only to defeat whom? Arjun. Not to learn, but to defeat Arjun. Arjun, on the other hand, keeps trying to improve himself. He was always trying to improve himself. He turned every situation into an opportunity. Every time something negative or something unfavorable happened, Krishna told him, like for example, he was sent for Vanvas, right, into the forest. What did Krishna tell him? Go to Swarg and get divine weapons, Astra Shastra. So he turned it into an opportunity and prayed, meditated, did tapasya. He followed dharma or adharma? Dharma, completely. And he received a lot of boons. He received ashirvad, blessings from everyone, from his gurus, from elders, from relatives, from gods. He received blessings even from gods when he went to Swarga. Okay. As a result, Karna turned bitter. Bitter means he was always complaining. He has a bitter taste in his mouth for life. Whereas Arjuna turned better. He got better. He kept getting better. As Surya Putra Karna felt that life is unfair. I did not get chances. I did not get opportunities. Otherwise, I was the best. And Arjun said life is like a divine fair, like a mela, like Anand Mela type. Okay, you have fun and it's to learn. Okay, enjoy learning in this Anand Mela. Understand? That's the main difference. This is an example from the Mahabharata. Now I'll show you in your academics how this can make a difference. Okay, but in a quick way. Who do you think will be better in academics? Person with a fixed mindset or person with a growth mindset? Why? Because you're always learning. So as a byproduct, as a side product or a side benefit, they will get better marks. The main difference here is that, and I'll give you these slides to study later, main difference is person with a fixed mindset, look at the fifth point. Studies to score marks, studies only to score marks. Whereas person with a growth mindset studies to understand the material. Alright, impact of mindset on academics. So I showed you an example from the Mahabharata. Now I'm showing you an example from psychology. This is hardcore psychology research. Do you see this graph? This is known as a graph. What is it known as? Graph. What do you see here? Math grades. What is written here? And here, fall meaning autumn. 7th grade, spring 7th grade, fall 8th grade, spring 8th grade. So, who is going to enter 7th grade next year? Yeah. So, this is students of your age. Now, the tested students entering 7th, because in 7th, academics gets harder. Okay. Growth mindset, fixed mindset only makes a difference when there are challenges. When there are no challenges, it doesn't matter. But when there are actual challenges in life, then it matters. So, person with a, there are two groups entering 7th grade. One group had a growth mindset and one group had a fixed mindset. They did a survey beforehand. They asked them questions like, okay, when obstacles happen, what do you do? And some people said, I give up. Some people say, I keep on persist. I persist. I keep on trying. Okay, when there are failures, what do you do? When somebody criticizes you, what do you do? Some people say, I don't like it. And some people say, I actually learn from that. So they made two groups, one with fixed mindset, one with growth mindset. People with and then they tracked their grades for 2 years, from fall 7th grade to spring 8th grade. So 2 years, from 7th, beginning of 7th grade to the end of 8th grade. Whose grades increased? People with the, students with the growth mindset, their grades continued to increase, and students with the fixed mindset, their grades in fact actually decreased over time because they never tried. Okay, another example. Relationships. They also tested that in school, who had more fights? Who do you think? Students with fixed mindset or students with growth mindset?
Fixed mindset.
Students with fixed mindset fought the most with their classmates. Why? Because they see conflict as a personal attack. If anybody says something or anything happens that is not favorable, they take it personally. How can you tell me? I'm going to respond to that. They believe growth is not possible. The other person cannot change. Since I cannot change, the other person also cannot change. So the only solution is to fight that person. Whereas the student with a growth mindset, they believe growth is possible. If I can change, if I can grow, so can the other person. So they're always trying to grow and make others grow, help others grow. So they resolve conflict constructively. If something happens, they don't take it negatively or personally. They say, okay, it happens. Let's together come up with a solution. They're constructive means they try to create a solution. They're very positively oriented. They're open and honest. They're open and honest. When they communicate, they're very open and honest, whereas these people are defensive. Defensive means they're always trying to defend themselves and closed off. So they put, who puts more effort? Person with a fixed mindset or person with a growth mindset? So fixed mindset will not put forth any effort. The only solution then is to fight the other person. The person with a growth mindset will put forth a lot of effort to improve their relationships. Make sense? So when they did this study, there's an article which I can share with you after the session, where they did studies, and when they studied, they found that students of your age with growth mindset got along with other students. Got along well with other students, whereas students with a fixed mindset were always at odds, fighting others, okay, bullying others, harassing others. Okay, so finally, the last slide is, where is Surya? Surya Bhagwan shows us from that shlok, what did you see? And from his example, if you watch the sun every day, what do you see? That Surya is always growing. Surya has a growth mindset, and that's why he rises every day, sets every day, does his work with absolute perfection. And if we are Surya Putra, do we want to be like Karna? No. Who didn't reach his full potential? Or do we want to be like Arjun, who reached his full potential and got the guidance of Shri Krishna? Shri Krishna scolded him in the Bhagavad Gita that you are such a coward, you don't even want to fight, you are such an impotent. Impotent means coward. Okay, you are a hypocrite. You are saying something but doing something else. But still Arjun took it constructively. He found Krishna to be his teacher and he listened and took it constructively. Imagine you are Kshatriya and somebody is calling you coward. That you don't want to fight because you're afraid of Duryodhan, Dhritarashtra, or Dushasan, Karna, Bhishma. That's why you don't want to fight. That wasn't the reason. But he took it constructively and he said, you teach me, Krishna, I don't know anything. I know very little. So you teach me. So he actually reached his full potential. He saw the infinite nature of God also. So Surya teaches us every day. If you observe the sun every day, early morning, when you get up, do Surya Namaskar, do Surya Arghya, worship the sun, chant Surya mantras. Some people do Gayatri mantra. Why? So that we can look at the sun and see that success depends on your mindset, not on your resources. Success depends on your mindset. If you have a growth mindset, you will succeed in life. If you have a fixed mindset, you will not succeed. Your academics will not be good, your relationships will not be good, your health will also not be good. You learned in the Ayurveda session that the source of health is Surya. Now I'm telling you the source of academic success or commercial success or success in the world is also Surya. The source of good relationships is also Surya. Everything comes from Surya. Your whole body, mind comes from Surya. But you have to learn from your source. We have to learn from our father, who is Surya. Not be like Karna, who was born from Surya but never followed his father. Right? Because he didn't know who his father was until much later. And still he never followed him. So where is Surya? Surya is in our mind, in our mindset. You see this? This is, which organ of the body is this? Brain. And this is the brain, and this is a nerve cell. A lot of nerve cells make up the brain. So this is known as neuroplasticity. We will cover it deeply later. You understand plastic? Plastic means a material that you can like bend, okay? You can change its shape. Like a stone you cannot change, but plastic you can change. And neuroplasticity means your mind can be changed. Your brain can be changed. Your intelligence can grow. Your ability can develop. You can become smarter. You don't have to look smart. You just have to get smarter. You have to become better. You have to get better at what you are, what you're doing. You understand? This is actual worship of Surya. Surya Upasana is to learn from Surya to have a growth mindset. Make sense? Okay. All right, we'll sit for 1 minute. Just for a minute, sit in Sukhasana. Just look within and try to take a sankalpa. Sankalpa means like a thought, intention, that from today onwards, from this moment onwards, I will cultivate which mindset? Growth mindset. Okay. Hastayoho. Ghasha.